Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but looks like the mob has started up the trail.
What are they gonna do? Break
Bold
into
of
their
you to
own
assume
abbey?
that, but yes, they have.
What are they gonna do? Break into their own abbey?
They very well might. Look, I might be able to hold them off, convince them otherwise, but I can't promise anything, and it is a bit of a risk.
Yeah. I wouldn't make you put yourself in danger on our account.
Well, I wouldn't present myself as part of this group. I would be just a neutral third party, a wandering Vistani on the road.
Also, we had like more people in our group.
Yeah, I know. Here.
Oh, you never know what an angry mob might do.
That is true.
I feel like the abbot will be able to calm them.
Esmeralda will just nod and head inside with y'all.
I tell you, Marcus is gonna empty his flask once we get there.
You'll go through the gates. You know, there's more gates because this abbey
This
has
is
a lot
the
of
door,
gates.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we open our door? We have to knock.
You knock. Knock, knock, knock. Very dramatic. And then it opens. Seemingly on its own, with the abbot standing behind it.
We have returned.
So you have. Come in, come in.
We have some people we picked up on the road who might need your medical attention before we can get down to our business.
Of course.
I motioned to the elves and the two children.
Oh, yeah, they were children. Um. He puts a hand on each of the children's head, like one at a time. Say, these ones will be fine.
Good. There were two more children we rescued that I guess their mother, who was here, took them away, but I don't know if she'll make it up here, so just thought I'd mention that to
He
you.
frowns. I will send someone.
Thank you. And these ones?
There is no curse upon them.
That's good to know.
As he does, the same thing.
Well, with that taken care of, we can discuss the crown now, I suppose.
Yes, come inside. The gates just close behind you on their own. He motions for you to walk indoors.
Hey, it's that person.
Yes, that person.
I forget what her name was.
Nicolette.
Nicolette, I didn't expect to see you here.
Actually, no, the kids don't want to sit next to the weird flesh golem.
Did they need to come?
And what are they gonna do? Just stand in the courtyard?
That's fair.
Oh, hey guys.
Was she coughing?
Yes. You're back.
Yeah.
This is the first time Esmeralda has seen the flesh golem. Is it at all noticeable?
Probably.
Yeah. Very well crafted, but still.
She is gonna sit basically across from Marcus with a hand on her weapon at all times.
The flesh golem smiles at you, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda gives a
God,
bit of a
your name tags have blended on my screen. It's just
Esmeraldicus.
Esmeralda kiss.
Esmeralda sort of looks back
You're
and
the ultimate werewolf killer.
gives a bit of a forced smile. Marcus? What the fuck is that?
It's a long story.
That is Tatiana. A hand is placed on your shoulder from behind.
I see. If you happen to have any wine, we gave ours to the villagers down the
Who
hill.
now want to murder us, apparently.
Frowns as you say that, they want to murder you. Oh dear.
Well, we've learned that the man we rescued turned out to be a werewolf and caused some problems.
Ah, yes. That incident was most unfortunate.
Yeah. We couldn't have known.
Go over to the window and, look at the crowd marching up the mountain. And now they come to take out their fear on you.
Yeah.
He'll just shake his head in a sort of pitying fashion, if that makes sense.
Oh, what fashion?
Like a pitying.
Ah.
Yeah. Wow, they really mean business. Nicolette will say as she, seats him outside the window. They brought the pitchforks and the torches.
They tend to go together in my experience.
Is that a shovel?
Well, At least there's someone in this town who doesn't want to kill us.
Are you sure this
No, I
man
think the man with the shovel also wants to kill you.
Well, I meant
He was
you.
talking
Oh,
about
you
you,
mean
love.
you mean me? Oh, well,
Unless you do.
no.
I say
I mean,
dryly before taking a very large swig from my remaining alcohol.
Aren't you the best at making friends?
Ah, yes, you kill 30 werewolves and they still blame you for the one that kills someone.
well, that is how it
Ain't
is,
that the rub?
sadly.
Can't all be perfect.
I wish I could say that if I was not caught up out there, I would not be caught up in that mob.
Hmm.
But I'm not.
When we were here before, did Nicolette have any special ties to the abbot?
No, but you remember she had a little bit of a cough?
Which appears to have
Okay.
gotten worse.
Yeah. You're like, oh, you should also go to the abbot and check that out. And she's like, ah, if it gets worse.
It would appear to have gotten worse.
You doing alright?
That's Nicolette.
Yeah, that's Nicolette.
Yeah, and I'm asking if she's doing
Oh,
alright.
oh, I thought you were. Oh, I'll be fine. Whatever's in my system has gotten worse this morning. So, after today's work, I came up here.
I see.
Nicolette here actually arrived not too shortly before yourselves.
I see.
Esmeralda probably has her deck of cards on the table and just out of curiosity, she'll give them a quick shuffle and draw one, look at it for herself while occasionally glancing in Nicolette's direction. I'm not doing anything mechanically, but I'm just
Fidgeting with your cards, basically.
fidgeting with cards, doing a minor reading that I can interpret and won't be relevant to the major plot.
Oh. I meant to whisper that, but I whispered it to the GM, which is me.
Yep. None of us saw it.
I'm like, wait a minute. There we go. In the meantime, there does appear to be food on the table and a little bit of wine. We were just finishing dinner. I'm afraid there's not much left, but you are more than welcome to what is.
Do they give you the sawdust soup as well?
Ah, the Kresk special. Unescapable, I'm afraid.
I will probably suggest giving the food to the children and other people who were captives. They probably need it more than us.
Turn up their noses at it.
Maybe they're not Kresk natives.
You think?
Well,
take it. Oh, sorry.
do we want to discuss business before or after the mob breaks down your doors?
Yes, they do seem to be getting close. You actually, they're surrounding the place. I think it's best you stay here for the night.
I agree.
And he will wave his hand, and big iron locks and bars will appear on every door and every window into the abbey.
Wow, that's really impressive.
No one in and no one out. At least until sunrise.
All right.
The
I
fear
guess
of
I don't
men
have a choice
grows
anymore.
with the dark of the night, but it will burn away in the light of the sun.
Poetic.
I am certain come sunrise the townfolk will be more amenable.
All right.
Until then, our house is yours.
Well, I appreciate the hospitality.
Now, I believe you have acquired the crown, yes?
We have.
He's looking at it on Misery's head.
It is quite the artifact.
Saved our lives, possibly, on more than one occasion.
At least saved mine.
And in the process, you were able to help us to not die.
I really don't know what you expect this girl to do with it. Other than hand it over to Strahd.
It will be complete. She will be perfect. And the Tatiana will smile and looks very excited. Kind of giddy. And then looking around and not seeing the telepath that, she was able to communicate through last time, she'll frown for a bit and then pull out a quill and start writing on a napkin.
I will watch intrigued.
The abbot is going to teach me how to sing, it says.
I see.
It also has an exclamation point and a happy face and a heart.
Oh my god.
The I in sing is dotted with a heart.
No, it's not. It's not
Okay.
that. Now, Tatiana, what have I told you about writing at the table? Although your penmanship is doing quite well. And then he will stand up and say, now, I believe everyone here could use a rest.
This is true.
Come, I will show you to your quarters and we can discuss our arrangement.
The morning?
No.
Oh. He like just trailed off, so I didn't know if like you got cut off or if he just didn't say anything.
No, he just said I will show you to your quarters and we will discuss your arrangement.
All right. Lead the way.
Like he's gonna show you while discussing it.
Yeah, so I don't say in the morning. I say, all right, lead the way.
As we're sort of getting up from the table, Esmeralda will sort of reach a hand across to Nicolette and just sort of I genuinely hope you feel better soon.
Good.
And just in case, if she sort of accepts my reaching out to touch her, I will cast a Cure Wounds on her because I can't really do much more. And I rolled that to the GM, so I will roll it again in public.
Thank you, but it's not. This isn't a wound. It's an illness.
It's what I could do.
No, the abbot will be treating me later tonight.
Well, good luck.
Actually, I think I will join you for now, as I want to lie down while I wait. If that's all right. And the abbot just smiles and nods.
Hmm.
And he will lead you across the courtyard. With your own tokens.
I don't know where he went. We don't have vision of where he went.
Well, into the courtyard. He will open a door. I'm on the wrong layer. Roll20 has added doors, but they are not on these maps.
Yep, gonna have to do that one for yourself.
And there are not, like, beds on... Actually, no, there are.
These rooms all look empty to me.
Yeah, there are... There is another map that has all the... Yeah, there's an upper floor that has all the beds.
Oh.
I'm a fool. But, like, I'm specifically a fool because I think it's the wrong building.
We can tell we went to a different building.
I'm just
Abbott's
seeing where it
really
lines
out
up.
of it tonight.
Yeah. Although, no, there's stairs everywhere. Okay, he just took you the scenic route across the courtyard. Okay, yeah. So he takes you to this staircase. And then I want all y'all bunched up so I can
Let's
grab
assemble
you
on the
and
stairs.
yeah. Is this everyone?
And Nicolette, if they were coming with.
Yeah. And drag.
I don't know why Roll20 decided to rotate this map 90 degrees from the other one.
Yeah, right? That's what really threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, what lines up with what?
Yeah, that is super confusing.
Yeah. But, boom.
That is a lot of beds.
Yeah, there's a lot of beds here. Did I not grab Nicolette? Thought it did. Boom. She's tiny. No, she's not. Okay. Is that everyone?
I believe so.
The two kids.
One of the elves is missing.
No, they're both here.
There are 3 elves.
No, the other.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he means this one.
Yeah.
And now on to business. And he will look at Misery. Expectantly.
You have the holy symbol?
I do. And he
May
holds out
I?
his hand.
Wait, did you say he holds out in his hand?
He holds out his hand for the
Oh.
crown.
I would like to inspect the holy symbol.
Might I also inspect the crown?
Surely you can do both at the same time.
You may.
He will produce
Shall
the holy symbol.
she will slowly and reluctantly take off the crown and hold it out to him.
Your AC had just died.
Right. Remember, I'll help you find your skull after this.
He has the holy symbol out in one hand. He's reaching out his other hand, to touch the crown.
Which means you
Misery
should
is
touch
doing
it.
similar.
All right. So you're both holding both of them. He doesn't really inspect it so much as touch it and be like, ah, yes.
So question. Of the 7 100 GP gemstones that I stole from the Raven Queen, is one of them a pearl?
Sure.
Okay, I will use that as a component that isn't consumed, but it is required for
Identify.
yeah, because I can do that as a
You
ritual.
hold in your left hand the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me what it does right now.
Yeah.
That was more just to confirm it's absolutely what we're looking for. All right. It's legitimate.
His hand goes slack around the holy symbol. And he takes the crown. Assuming you let him take the crown.
She holds on to it for maybe a couple seconds longer than he was holding on to the symbol, but then
Right.
looks away and lets go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will return shortly. He says mostly to Nicolette. And then he will exit.
I guess we can.
A breather.
What'd you say? I just heard.
I said you
breather.
have a breather.
Yeah. Guess we can finally take a fucking rest.
Lily,
Along the west.
A long rest?
You may.
That sounded
Although,
ominous.
well, remember that the long rest is not complete until morning. You know,
True.
before you start doing all your hit points.
Yeah.
But you'll proceed to, like, tuck in.
Yeah, I will lay in the bed, but if anything weird or strange happens, I will react to it.
Alright.
rather than sleeping, Misery is going to just kind of wander aimlessly around the Abbey.
Okay.
Alright, Misery doesn't need to sleep.
Correct.
Esmeralda is probably going to lie down on the bed, be unable to sleep, and then just go into an adjacent room or somewhere past the Leomund's tiny hut in such a way as it doesn't block the rest of the hallway.
You don't trust anything else?
Pretty much. And then she'll just
Van
fall
Richten has taught you well.
and then she'll just fall asleep against the wall.
Misery.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
You wander, but something feels off.
What sort of something?
Make me a...
If anyone asks, Marcus is just writing today's journal entry.
Right.
Today it turns out that guy was a werewolf. Oops.
I want to say an insight check. Or maybe perception.
They're both
Yeah.
-1, so.
You don't need to sleep, but you remember a time when you did. And you can sleep if you wish, right? Like
Yeah.
now. You feel like you can't sleep. It's strange because you haven't slept in a long time, but you feel like if you wanted to, you would not be able to sleep right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a particularly unrestful feeling washes over you.
He is probably going to attribute that to the fact that she's really not comfortable being locked in here with the abbot. Like, if all the windows and doors weren't magically locked, she thinks that she would feel better. That's just
No,
her interpretation of this feeling.
You are definitely sealed in.
So do you come back or something?
No, she continues wandering.
I just
Alright,
feel like
anywhere you
Marcus's
wanna.
journal entry is gonna be so long. It's like, oh, we went and fought all these werewolves, and then we went to Kresk, and then this shit happened. So he's probably gonna be awake for a while before trying to sleep.
Yeah. Anywhere in particular Misery wants to wander to?
Probably not anywhere that she hasn't gone before. So, like, around the courtyard, into the dining hall. She'll
Okay.
probably look out and watch the mob, see if they disperse.
I'll put you because I don't want to move to the other map. You can have the upstairs courtyard balcony.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's kind of outside, but it's still locked in. There's a magical iron chain that surrounds the perimeter.
Yep.
You don't know if you could like jump over it, but you don't know if you want to try either.
You might reach out and try to knock on it. See if it's solid.
Kind of. The chain sort of like moves and intercepts you and wraps around your hand, but allows you to pull back.
Interesting.
On the other side, it is just a simple railing, going down along the balcony.
Mhm.
That you could jump over if you wanted, but you
Why?
probably don't want to jump down a story and take a little bit of fall damage.
Not when there's stairs down there, like right
Yeah.
next to me. Is the mob still out there?
Yeah.
She's probably gonna be watching them for like a few hours. Do they like remain?
I mean, eventually people start breaking off and going home, and then more people start breaking off and going home, and then even more people,
Mm-hmm.
Keyword being eventually.
Yeah.
And even as they like recede down the mountain, they're still in the town.
If we knew, we should have used disguise stuff or something. But who could know?
And yeah, eventually well, first you see the abbot walking across the courtyard. And then you hear him walking up the stairs behind you.
How long has it
I'm
been
gonna
at this point?
step back
An
so
hour
that
or two.
not
Okay.
directly in his line of sight.
Marcus probably hasn't gone to sleep yet then.
Roll stealth.
Oh, this is one I'm not terrible at.
He just stops. Why do you hide? Yes, he beat your 25.
Why do you seek?
I simply see. I see. With the light of the morning, Lord. There is very little that can hide from me.
What are you doing up here this time of night?
It is time for Nicolette's treatment.
Which we did know about.
Well, go on then. Be about it. And she will try to leave.
All right. I mean, he's behind you because you're kind of going in the same direction, but
Oh,
he just stepped out because he's like, "Oh, why are you hiding here?" But he does spare you a sort of pitying glance before he proceeds.
I like weirdly don't trust him right now.
I don't need your pity.
If you say so. And he will walk away. I don't know if Esmeralda's like super asleep.
If they're having this conversation in the vicinity of the dome, she probably would
Yeah, you're
wake
gonna
up.
hear it.
She's a light sleeper, so she would wake up enough to like hear what's going on and notice that the abbot is here to do something.
Yeah.
Where was the dome again? I don't have the vision on it because I'm just
It's
curious.
in the adjacent room, not
Oh, I
blocking
see.
the hallway.
So it's in the hallway?
Yeah,
Cool.
like
There's
half of the
also
dome.
no visible
and-
thing. It's just
Yeah, I just don't have vision on it because or I don't have vision on the hallway. I mean,
I'll draw the.
well, it's more
yeah.
I just don't see
There's
where
no
Esmeralda,
visible
yeah.
dome.
No, man, I can't even see where Esmeralda's token is. So that's more.
I'll say
what
the
I meant.
dome's like there. It's halfway through the wall.
Yeah.
I'll say over one, so you don't have to climb over the desk.
How considerate of you.
Paranoid, but considerate.
That is Esmeralda.
And Marcus, you hear the door open.
I just glance over.
It is time, child.
I have a weirdly suspicious feeling, and I don't know why.
If that's the case, do you want to follow them? You
Sure.
see that he leads her to this room.
I didn't realize there was a door there.
Yep, there is.
I guess I'll sort of like get up and.
And he closes the door,
as
although
before he closes, I
not
like sort of
completely.
get off like I'm going to walk out towards the balcony where Misery was. So just kind of glance as I pass.
There is a let me.
Because if I'm weirdly suspicious, and I'm guessing Marcus is feeling restless. I guess I'll kind of be standing that way, kind of peering in.
Yeah. Door is still open by a crack. And yeah, you just roll perception.
Not bad, not
It's
great.
very difficult to see. At least without getting closer. If you wanted to roll stealth or not care about being seen, your call.
I guess I don't really care.
Okay. But you can hear everything that's going on.
I guess I'll
And
probably just listen.
Yeah. And you listen to them talk. And he's like, "Oh, lie down on the table, and we will begin." And some of it sounds like pretty standard, medical stuff. Like, okay, do you feel this? Please, turn your head and cough.
Right.
Yeah. Although it's more of like a you hear a glow. What does a glow sound like? Yeah. You also see the glow
Just
because
picture the sound of a plasma pistol charging in Halo.
Yes. You hear that and you see a glow from the door. And then he's like, "Please speak now." And she's like, "I don't know, what do you want me to say?" "Just use your voice.
Oh, fuck.
I want to know that your lungs are clear." And, she's like, makes a big sound. Although,
Tom, I see you have the same thought I've been having for the last 20 minutes.
Yep.
given her
I was sitting over here not saying a gosh dang
musical
thing.
background, she sings a
Yep.
musical note.
As soon as the flesh golem mentioned that the abbot was going to teach her to sing, I was like, oh god, no, please don't.
You
For
have
me,
a
it was,
very
like,
lovely voice.
Shortly after.
In fact, it's perfect.
I don't like the music change.
What are you doing?
As soon as I hear that, I'm going in there.
All right, you just kick down the door?
Probably.
I mean, it's open, but yeah. The scene you open the door to is he is cutting out her vocal cords.
What the fuck?
She screams and it's cut off by her losing her vocal cords.
I'm literally going to tackle him.
I'm guessing that Misery hears this.
Oh yes. You hear this.
Going to.
I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
If nothing else, you hear the scream that is cut off.
Yeah, Esmeralda's up and awake and alert.
Yeah. He is on the other side of the table, Marcus.
I'm full sprinting at him.
Alright.
I will leap the fucking table if I have to.
This might be a case for initiative.
Yes,
Come on,
it
you
is.
didn't give me a chance to interrupt that.
You have initiative for days.
And you still didn't let me. Oops, I didn't have my token.
You will on your turn, which is gonna be like right now.
You already said he cut her fucking throat.
Well, that's what you, that's what
16?
made you...
Yeah,
Yes.
Marcus rolled a 17 first.
No, I rolled a 16.
Oh, 17 was perception, never mind. To be fair, even with the 12, you would have gone before them.
Well, yeah, I didn't even look.
Yeah. So yeah, he has his hand on her vocal cords and a serene smile on his face. And it is Misery's turn because she rolled better than you somehow.
I'm gonna see how far I can get with 30 feet. Barely
Vault
anywhere,
over
so
the
I'm going
death.
to action dash to get in here. And then I have 15 more feet of movement, which will get me right to the door. What's going on?
You see the abbot with, his hand in her throat, smiling. He has the same peaceful smile that he has all the time.
Oh, that's messed up.
Marcus.
I'm going to full sprint tackle him off of her.
All right, make a roll, I guess.
Is Bull Rush a thing in the system, or is that
No.
just for you? Okay.
I guess roll to hit and then roll athletics.
What
It's
is the roll to
basically
hit?
it's basically a grapple, so a strength check.
But do I add anything to the roll?
You're proficient, I guess.
Because I like usually add a.
Strength and proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be. I'm just gonna roll a 20 and then add to it. 18 plus 0
That'll
plus
hit.
4, so 22.
Yeah. 18 alone is enough.
So I guess I'm like here now.
Yeah. Make me an athletics check.
Oof.
You run into him, but he is a 7-foot tall angel man. You budge him, but
Yeah, and then this is where I say, what the fuck are you doing?
Her voice will be perfect. The last thing that I need.
You can't just steal someone's voice. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Worry not, child. All are one in the light of the morning, Lord.
This is sick and depraved.
Esmeralda.
Well,
I'm just like, everyone, we need help right now.
Esmeralda is running, and before she actually enters the room or line of sight on the abbot himself, they are going to use the tale that they had in secret. I rolled this, the GM saw it, but she's going to use the tale of the phantom to become invisible and then make her way the rest of the way into the room. That is her action. She does not have a bonus action that she is going to do, so that will be her turn for now.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Alright. I will cast Hold Person on the abbot.
Nice.
Good call.
Fortunately, he is not a humanoid.
That's concerning.
Yes. Do you know Hold Monster?
I mean, Rowena didn't know he wasn't a humanoid.
Yeah.
So, that is a
Also, I
cast
don't-
spell.
Yeah. Also, I don't have Hold Monster.
The abbot is just gonna walk. You get an opportunity attack. Assuming you take
Is
it,
he
Marcus,
still
yeah?
holding onto her?
No, he's holding the vocal cords.
Did he literally take them out of her body?
Yes.
Wait, how?
He removed them with
a
a knife. Yeah, he's holding.
Yeah,
He has
that's
a
what I was
knife in one
saying.
hand.
That's what I was saying. You were like, oh, you can interrupt. I was like, dude, you already did the thing I was saying.
Sorry, that wasn't clear.
Yeah, so
Her
then you
her
made-
scream was her throat being cut.
Yeah,
and
I
that
said,
was
what?
when
You
you.
didn't. Then I was like, come on, you didn't give me a chance. You're like, then you're like, yeah, I did, and I was like, no, you didn't. Well, in that case, if he really did literally take them out, I am full sending us an opportunity attack on.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, okay, you're gonna.
I ignite my fucking lightsaber.
That will hit him.
He might be immune to radiant, though, or at least resistant. If he's actually a celestial being.
I know what we need to do.
And that's not your turn. That's just a one. I was like, where are the other attacks?
No, that's my opportunity attack.
Yeah, so you slice him with your lightsaber. To your horror, he resists radiant.
Yeah.
He resistive. I can still whack him.
Yeah.
It's not an immunity, though, so.
Immunity would be horror.
Yeah.
It just means switch weapons.
Yes. Yeah, so he walks away, you slash at him, he stops. He looks at you. And then he will keep just walking away. Please do not get in my way. And he looks at all the people who are in his way. Will you stand aside, please? And everyone he has a choice.
Esmeralda is invisible.
He can probably see you somehow through bullshit.
Okay, then he's really just talk. That's true. Have Esmeralda. I want you to roll stealth with advantage.
Also, if he happens to have true sight, I don't know how OP this guy is, but
He doesn't have true sight, but he does have on He doesn't have advantage. But let's just say, even with the roll I just rolled, even with disadvantage, he rolled an at 20.
Oh god.
I think that's better than true sight.
He can see the footprints in the dust on the floor.
Yeah. He will cast a spell. Conjuring. So he drops the knife. He does not need it anymore. And in the hand that was holding it, he conjures a miniature sun. As he prepares a sunbeam I will
Well.
not ask again. And Misery's turn.
Um. Okay, so thinking through this as Misery, she's kind of apathetic towards Violette. She doesn't like the abbot, so she wouldn't mind an excuse to kill him. But also, to her, this is kind of like, okay, you guys chose to trust her, this is what you get. So she is actually going to step aside.
Marcus.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna follow my instinct on this one. And I'm going to sprint past everybody. Sprint is twice your movement, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give a...
I'm sprinting to there. I think that's as far as I can go.
Yeah. Technically, before your turn, someone's making a death save.
Someone stabilize.
That is 2 failed death saves.
Oof.
Well, I was going to do something else on my turn, but... Oh boy.
What was the 20?
That was her initiative.
Oh.
Would that those were reversed.
Right? But Ez, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. God damn it.
I can't see in the room, so I'm just gonna put a duplicate of myself.
Mm-hmm. Ez is gonna head over to the dying Nicolette and cast a Cure Wounds.
She definitely needs to cure wounds now. Is that the same number from before?
It is
That
the
is-
same number as before.
That's
That
funny.
is, that's how healing works.
She definitely still doesn't have vocal cords, so she's
Yeah.
probably now mute, which sucks.
And she still has an open bleeding wound because she's not, that's what happens when you're at, like, single-digit hit points.
Yeah, at the very least, she's stable.
Unless you're a commoner and you have 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I feel great! No, she does not feel great. But she is stable.
And she is going to then turn to the abbot, pulling out her rapier and short sword, which I assume one of the elves gave back to her.
Yes, you would have gotten that back.
And that was my
We actually
action.
never even gave it to them because you didn't
Yeah,
give it to
true.
them in the combat.
True. Either way.
Those elves are all sleeping, by the way. Elves don't sleep.
They trance.
Yeah, they're super into the rest right now because like they've been captive and whatnot.
Either way. That was my action, so I can't attack the abbot, but I will say, of all the monsters I have ever faced, the worst were the ones who went around masquerading as saints. And she's going to give inspiration to Rowena.
What does that do?
It is Bardic Inspiration.
Ah,
You can use it at any point within the next minute, I believe. 10 minutes. But
Alright.
still.
I'm going to move. I think I will use my last blade song. And I'm going to make an attack, and I'm gonna also do a booming blade attack.
Those will hit.
Alright. So 19 magical piercing, and his booming blade on him.
All right. He takes the 19. A pity. And he will cast Sunbeam. I need to make a Constitution save. Constitution save, please.
Oh, I'm making a constitution save?
Yes.
Alright.
A beam of brilliant light flashes out of the sun in his hand. Just shoots a laser beam.
Can
Marcus, you see through the doorway that you're in. You see this beam go straight through Rowena, and Rowena takes 29 radiant damage.
Alright.
And then walking through enemies is
Difficult terrain.
not difficult terrain. Okay.
Alright,
Then
I'm gonna use my Song of Defense to sacrifice a level 2 spell slot to reduce that damage by 10.
all right.
Nice.
Then he is going to double movement through you. So he can get there. Misery, you also see this beam just like shoot out of the doorway.
And I'm guessing, I assume the sun is still with him because that's
Yes.
just what Sunbeam does.
Yeah.
Also, by moving more than 5 feet, he would have triggered Booming Blade.
Yes. As well as an opportunity attack.
Right.
That will hit. Strictly speaking, he has to make concentration saves. He loses concentration from the second.
Nice.
Misery.
Okay. So I can now see the entire rest of my party has not had the same idea as she did. And in that case, I'll fire 2 Eldritch Blast beams at him. Because I don't want to feel the fallout if anyone survives this. Oh. Bonus action, Form of Dread. Actually, how clever am I allowed to be about this? That's really risky. Because I'll be shooting the Eldritch Blasts at disadvantage. Unless I can... That's better. I'm gonna move to there. If he wants to make an attack of opportunity against me, he can.
He will. A golden mace will just materialize in his hand. I'll smack you with it.
Okay,
Does a 17 hit.
it does now.
You take 5 bludgeoning and 15 radiant.
As the abbot moved out of the space they were in,
Oh.
away from Esmeralda, she also would have taken an attack of opportunity.
Great.
Yes.
This is my Form of Dread, HP.
That should only be a 24, because she doesn't have advantage.
Alright. Is that a magic weapon?
It is.
Okay.
Okay. And now I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blast beams at him. That one doesn't hit.
One hits.
I will decline to turn that to necrotic, but I will make him do a wisdom save.
He rolls a 17.
That is my spell save DC.
He is not afraid.
He might be immune to fear anyways, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright, Marcus.
Well, I definitely don't have the hit points to do prolonged combat, so I'm going to stick to my original plan and try to keep staying ahead of this guy. So I'm just going to sprint as far as I can.
Alright. Will you do that, Esmeralda?
Esmeralda is going to give chase, because that is what she can do.
I'm downstairs now.
Okay.
Attack. Second attack. Bonus action attack.
That will miss.
Yeah. But all 3 of those are magical if they did hit.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Rowena.
Alright. I will move, and then I will attack and do a booming blade attack. To get the both hit.
Yes.
Alright.
So
it's gonna-
14 damage.
Yeah, and then he has the booming blade on him, so if he moves, he'll trigger.
Alright. He will walk here.
triggers Booming Blade and attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
Also, the dome is gone.
I figured. And with a simple smile, he's going to recast Sunbeam.
Yep.
He's going to launch it through
Marcus
Misery.
is not there.
Yeah, I know. It hits the camera. It's really cinematic. Like the beam goes through Misery and then through Esmeralda and then like just hits the camera and then that's like the cut to the next shot. As it is, I need the both of you to make me Constitution saves. And it is 24 radiant damage. Both of you have failed to save.
I'm at 26.
Yep. Radiant is not one of the things I resist. Even if I
Token
did
does
have
not
the
appear to
crown.
be updating, but when I click on it, it shows the right value.
Yeah. It says 26 for me.
Cool.
Misery.
Yeah, I'm assuming that my actual spell slots didn't recover upon
No.
our kind of partial rest. Okay. I can't take another attack of opportunity from that mace. I'm going to maneuver around in front of him and put 2 Eldritch Blasts in his face at disadvantage.
Roll it.
So, first one,
That will hit.
I will make him do a wisdom save.
He rolled a 21.
Saves. Second one,
The second one knocks his head back. Like at a really sharp angle. Like his neck is almost at 90 degrees, like backwards. And then it just pops back. And he cracks his neck. And 2 angelic golden wings of light appear behind him. He's no longer smiling.
me and my 25 HP do not like this.
Marcus.
I'm going to continue sprinting. I'm headed towards the dining hall because I think that's where Tatiana is.
Okay.
I'm now is 75 feet closer. Because I had 15 feet after my last sprint that I did downstairs.
Okay. Just mark yourself as 75 feet. Esmeralda.
I'll just track it in my head.
Gonna go over there. And this time I'm going to cast Hex on them first. Because I can do that because I am a Vistani.
Alright.
Cool. So he is now
The
hexed. I'm
Vistani
gonna
are
use.
Hex Bloods?
Sure, let's go with that. It fit the character.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a good way to
To do like
reflect it.
Vistani curses and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Either way, so they are now hexed. For the ability score, I'm going to do strength because it doesn't
The
actually
abbot will
affect saving
never be
throws.
able to open a bear trap ever again. Marcus
So,
is still affected by that, by the way.
so with hex,
Well,
that is
too late to ask him to remove that curse from me.
that is every time I hit them, they take another 1d6 necrotic damage. So I'm
Yes.
going to hit them. Both hit.
Yes. That is 15, followed by another 3. He appears to resist the necrotic.
Still something.
Yeah. That is 2 necrotic, because
Yeah.
it was 2 separate hits.
Correct.
That rounded better for you than it would have otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Rowena.
Alright. I'll move here. And I'll do a couple more attacks with the second one being a booming blade one again. It's a 16 hit.
No. A 16 misses.
Is that something I could do the Bardic Inspiration for?
I think it's just for damage, but I don't know.
No, it's actually not for damage. It's explicitly not for damage. You can do it for attack rolls. I
Oh, I see.
don't know what the timing window where you're supposed to declare it is, though. Like, I don't know if you can see the result of your roll and then add Bardic Inspiration, or if you have to say before rolling.
You can. I'll post the specific text of it. You can use it after the die is rolled, but before the DM says whether it succeeds or fails.
Okay.
Is gonna miss. But you have 1 hit.
Alright. That'll be 10 damage.
10 magical piercing damage. Alright. He is going to move over here. You all get your opportunity attacks.
Yep.
He's going out the
What?
window.
Yeah, why can't? Oh, okay. I have to. Got it.
The dagger will miss. The rapier will miss. You still have your booming blade and Esmeralda's reaction.
I thought the booming blade didn't hit.
Yeah, the booming blade I attached to the attack that missed.
Oh, I see. Okay, then Esmeralda, you still have a.
I do indeed.
Which will also miss, sadly.
Yep.
He definitely lost concentration from going into phase 2. But he's just gonna recast Sunbeam.
Oh god. Why did we
Man.
all bunch up in a line?
I'm just gonna use this token as my
Visible.
camera now.
Yeah, I need you all to make con saves.
Depending on the results of this roll, I might use Dark One's own luck, so please do not tell me if I succeed or fail yet.
Okay.
Nice, nat 20.
I'm fine with a 19. I'll keep it. I won't use Dark One's own luck.
You all succeed. You take half of 30 radiant, so you all take 15.
Okay.
I'll use my Song of Defense to sacrifice a level 1 spell slot to resist 5 more damage.
Alright. And then... Does he have more movement? Yeah, he has that much movement. And then Misery's up.
Oh, he's going out to the... Oh, yeah, I guess he has wings. He doesn't have to worry about falling damage. He will go here and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts. First one. My god. Second one. And
That will hit.
I will force him to make a wisdom save.
All right, he is going to roll a 21.
Yep. He succeeds, obviously. That's it.
I can remove her from the torn order. Marcus. From downstairs, you can absolutely see the abbot is up here.
I'm continuing go in that direction I was going in.
All right.
When we inevitably move to the other map, I will remember how far I've gone.
75 feet, yeah?
Well, this will add another
Is what
60.
you were at.
So it'll be 120 plus 15, so 135.
You enter that, like, dining area. She's not there.
Shit.
Make an investigation check.
One second. Oof.
Yeah, you just are looking around for her. You're like, ah, shit, where'd you go? And you spend the rest of your turn looking in all the little, like, doorways and whatnot.
Okay.
Maybe she's in the side room. You don't find her.
If she doesn't seem to be near and immediately around, my strategy is changing to see where the abbot is going and try to cut him off.
Okay. But that is your turn, is you're like, maybe she's just in this door. No. And that was your turn.
I knew it was a possibility.
Yeah.
She might not be here, but I didn't know where
Yeah.
else to look.
Esmeralda.
All right. She's gonna head over here. Do a little stabby stab. Bonus action to stabby stab again. Not
The
as
third
good
will
with the
miss.
hand axe. But that is also 2 procs of hex.
So that's 25 damage, and then
25
2
magical
hex?
piercing, and then 2 and 2 halved to 1 and 1, which is 2.
Yeah. Rowena.
I will move and I will do my stab and booming blade on the second.
Oh, fuck. We're gonna get sunbeamed.
Actually, they don't take the 2 necrotic damage because I failed my concentration check for the last sunbeam, so I'm no longer concentrating on hex.
Alright.
And I don't have the extra movement to duck out of the doorway.
Okay, so that's 8 and 7 damage.
Yep, and booming blade is.
And a booming
okay.
blade. Alright. If he loses concentration, and he doesn't this time, so he just still has the
Yeah.
orb. Yeah, you are lined yourself up for that. Con saves, please.
Again, I might use Dark One's Own Luck. I will use Dark One's Own Luck, so adding a D10 to that. I'm just gonna
Rowena,
make myself unconscious.
Have you already used the Bardic Inspiration that I gave you?
I haven't used it yet.
Now might be a very good time to do that.
I will use it.
The D10.
It's maybe enough.
Rowena will succeed.
Yeah.
It is 30 radiant. Rowena, you will take half.
I would do my Song of Defense to resist another 5 damage.
And then he will walk away.
Procs Booming Blade, procs Attack of Opportunity.
Yep. Here.
Wait, was he going here?
That's what it looks like.
Well, I fucked up.
Misery.
Where is the... There's death saves. That's a fail.
Marcus.
Question, because I could see him going that way. From down
Yeah.
below, right?
Yeah, you
Do
saw
I
that
know
he
if
was.
there's another staircase that's closer to me that goes up there?
Roll investigate with advantage. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
And if you want to do anything else.
I'm just gonna put a Marcus camera here. I'm just gonna keep as much as I'm able to go up. But yeah, I'm not doing anything else. Oh, no.
We'll say it costs 5 feet of movement to appear where you are, so you have the rest of your movement if you want it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you rolled good enough on your investigation, like, oh, I found the stairs 5 feet from me. How convenient.
That's a success.
Rowena.
I'm just gonna be there.
I guess I can use one of my potions of healings to get Esmeralda up.
Would be greatly appreciated.
Alright. I'm going to do that.
The question is for everyone. Do I try the bargaining chip or do I just end this?
If you try to bargaining chip, he's just going to fire a sun laser at you.
You know what? You're right.
It is more than 0. And I believe that was your action, so Godspeed.
You can still move.
How high up are we?
I want to say 20 feet.
I feel like I could make it, but I'm also not confident.
I feel like it's 1d6 per like 10 feet. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
it's like
specific
2d6
rules.
worth of fall damage. You're 2d6 worth of fall damage up.
Why
That's
are you,
the answer of
why
how
are
high.
you trying to jump down?
To chase after him.
He's not down, is he?
No, he's up on the balcony.
Uh,
He's walking along the thingamajig.
thought he was flying.
No, he's still walking.
Then I'll just twist the door. Is it just when I'm standing? in front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll chase after him then.
Alright, you should have Oh, your action was the potion.
Yeah.
Well, and he is gonna fire this line.
You motherfucker.
Esmeralda, you just hear next to the wall, like the impact of a laser on the wall on the other side.
Jesus.
Oh, it doesn't pass through?
No,
Oh, thank God.
but it's really scary, and you hear it, and it's like, whoa. But Rowena, I need a
Hooray
con
for
save from you.
non-penetrating laser beams.
You succeed. You take half of 29.
And I will sacrifice another spell slot to resist 5 damage.
And then he will just keep walking. And you can opportunity attack.
Alright.
10 damage. Alright. Misery.
Alright. Cross your fingers, 5% chance to instantly die. I did not instantly die.
One success. Marcus.
Before Esmeralda leaves you to die? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that sad. Not that much of a dick.
I'm about to Nazgul dead stab Tatiana.
Is looking up at you with genuine fear. There's a pleading look in her eyes.
This is so bad. But the project has crossed into amoral territory, and I can no longer abide by it. So I'm just like,
It has crossed into.
Oh,
The project
crossed
started
that line.
there.
It crossed that line a long time ago. We just weren't there to see it.
It occurs to you that the original Tatiana's body that he said he used would have only been bones. Make of that what you will.
so what you're saying is he didn't just like use some special magic. He like Frankenstein from living people.
What I'm saying is all are one in the light of the Morning Lord.
As I'm looking down at her, I'm having this realization, and I'm just like, oh god.
Her eyes are different colors.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry.
They're both glowing with magic.
And then I fucking
Although behind the glow, yes, they're slightly different colors.
stab, stab, stab.
Oh boy. Roll a hit.
And I'm not sure about my magic weapon because of whatever he was doing. So.
Is this also attacking a prone target? So
You
that
would have advantage if it was.
Advantage, yeah.
I'm just not sure if I should use a regular sword or not.
Go for the big damage. Do this on sword.
Does she technically count as undead?
follow your heart.
That's a good question.
It's important mechanically.
No, she does not.
Okay. Since I'm here, I can also do this for the first attack. Oh my god. Those are all the attacks I can do.
The total damage?
Let's see. So 15 plus
32.
11 is 25. Yeah.
33.
33 damage. Oh boy. Well. She lets out a horrifying noise. You've never heard somebody who doesn't have vocal cords scream before. Well, you sort of have, actually.
No, I've only heard the scream of someone who's about to not have vocal cords.
Yeah. The cut off end scream of no longer having vocal cords. You've never heard a person who has never had vocal cords scream, who is also magic, until now.
That seems oddly specific.
It is, but you know. Esmeralda.
Esmeralda will get up, sort of look around, and see
There is a
misery
misery on the floor.
There is a misery on the floor. She's going to reach down and sort of drag them up to standing, casting Cure Wounds just to make sure they're alive.
Misery will hack up blood. Thank you.
Come on, we're not done here. And with my 15 remaining movement, I will go out here and go the other direction. Because I have learned my lesson and I don't want to get sunbeamed.
Rowena.
Alright.
Yeah, this little thing is just like a Sunbeam Lane.
I'm gonna stab boom again. My boom one missed.
One stab. 11 piercing. All right. He is going to conjure that mace again. It pretty much just like materializes when he swings it and then dematerializes. But he's gonna take 2 swings at Rowena. Does a 20 hit?
No, that'll miss.
Well, if a 20 misses, then so does that. And then he is going to rush over,
Attack of opportunity.
hearing the scream. Yes, attack of opportunity. Seven piercing. Marcus. You see tears streaming down her face.
I have no choice.
They are, kind of a strange color.
Is that supposed to mean anything?
Roll.
Insight?
I was gonna say perception or medicine.
Okay, perception I can also do. I don't have advantage, but it's still.
They look
25.
almost like blood, but not blood. They're red.
I don't know what to make of that.
Also, she's hitting you.
Okay.
Does a 9 will miss.
Nope.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
You take 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Damn, she's a monk?
No, she's just very strong.
Let's see, that puts me at 32.
And Misery, you're up.
stand up from prone, so that's 15 feet of movement. Ah, shit, he's completely out of my...
Line of sight, yeah.
Yeah. Rowena will have moved, so I can safely dash. I should have 35 more feet. Okay. Get there. And from what I can see, Form of Dread does not drop when you go unconscious, so it should still be going.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Meanwhile, Marcus.
I'm gonna switch my camera and not camera tokens because the health is updating on the camera, not on the other one.
Oh, heh.
She's still prone?
No.
I mean, how do you become unprone when you're literally impaled to a table with a sword through you?
She punched you off.
Okay, so not a disadvantage.
Yeah, we'll say she's here.
Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. So I can get even more damage.
Why is Esmeralda not in the turn order anymore?
Because I redid initiative for her because my token was also not updating. So I'm finding her old initiative right now, and I'll
Oh.
change it.
Here you go. It, like, didn't add you for me.
Weird.
I think you are between Marcus and Rowena.
Yeah, that seems correct.
Yeah.
14.
Alright, so Hunter's Mark. Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna attack her twice. I'm just looking for the check mark. Another crit.
Fuck. What's the total?
1 second, I'll calculate it.
I'll just do it piecemeal.
48, I think.
Yeah, 48.
Yeah, 48. 48 is correct.
You put enough holes in her that you are able to see there is a gem inside of her.
Oh, you fucker. This is where one of the three went.
Oh
Give
my
you
god.
Three guesses what
Oh my God.
what liquid those tears are.
They're wine tears.
Oh fuck. He saw bright light and a person walking out of it. It was the fucking abbot.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Light like wings behind him.
Son of a bitch.
In the
I
meantime,
don't know how I did
Esmeralda.
not make that connection at all.
Anyway, Esmeralda is going to fucking run. And apparently that's 60 feet. I very much doubt it. I think this map might be on the wrong scaling.
I don't know.
Do not question.
Yep. That's where I get to, and as a bonus action, I will use my last inspiration.
It doesn't really matter because we're all on the same scale.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna do another Tale from Beyond, see if that'll help. Oh hey, it's the Phantom again. Cool. That'll be my bonus action, and I'm out of Bardic Inspiration and ready to fuck shit up, as it were.
Rowena.
Alright. I'll move. And I'll do another stab, stab, boom. And I boom
Whoops.
my net. 7 and 8 plus booming blade.
All right. Well, he's in an awkward position.
Good.
He will sunbeam you, and by you I
Yeah.
mean Rowena. I need to make a con save. You take 29 radiant.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna knock me down.
And then he's going to move behind Marcus. And he's gonna conjure the mace and raise it as if to strike, and he doesn't have the actions to do that yet, but you know, that's what he's doing as he's walking over to you.
Does booming blade trigger if I'm down?
I believe it's concentration.
Um
Check the
Doesn't-
spell,
It
or
doesn't.
post
it's
the
not-
spell description.
It's not marked concentration at all.
It is not marked concentration, so it just happens.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He's yeah. Not looking so good. The Tatiana is going to try to hit Marcus, but she's more flailing than anything else, just, you know, trying to keep him away. Assuming a 14 does not hit. If she had
would be correct.
advantage, my god, you would be dead, but she had some nat 20s, but on the not dice.
Mm-hmm.
The dice
Eh,
are
you
on
might
my
live, I
side
don't
this
know.
time.
Yeah.
With those two
Um,
fucking crits.
Yeah. Misery.
And I finally got a crit on a move where I'm adding Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark at the same time.
See if there's any. Nope, I can see even less from here. But if I dash and move further, then well, I'll probably be in range next round anyways. Dashing and moving further just makes me visible and a target for sunbeams, so I'm just gonna.
You could dash to like see what the situation is from the side of the hallway and then take cover behind a wall.
That is true. Alright, so I'll move extra 20.
Creation you see is that the abbot is about to bonk Marcus.
And also Rowena's unconscious.
Yeah, that too.
Do I have any potions? No. In all of the stuff that I picked up from the Raven Queen, none of them were a potion. Unless I can fix you with a thieves' tools or a disguise kit, I unfortunately can't pick you up. And I used my action anyway, so I wouldn't be able to do it even if I could. Duck behind the wall with 5 feet of movement, and that's it.
Alright. Marcus.
Can I, like, try to just rip the gem out of her? Or is it too, like, locked in?
You can roll athletics for it.
I don't.
I'll treat it like a grapple.
I will not have a
You
good
could just
time
carve
with
it out.
I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna try to just cut it out with my sword. Mostly, like, still, like, attacking. Aiming loosely in that direction. But I'm not, like, trying to be precise, just because I feel like...
That sounds like a called shot.
It's not a situation to be precise. I don't know what that means.
There's rules for it. I don't know them off the top of my head.
I'm just gonna
I
attack.
don't
and
actually think there are rules by default in 5e
Oh.
for called shots.
I think I'm just going to attack normally, and then I'll deal with the gem afterwards.
All right.
So, attack time.
All right.
Wow, that extra damage was nice. I'm assuming that's not enough.
No.
Another attack coming. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So 15 from the first attack, and then
20.
20.
You do cut off her arm. And she goes from trying to fight back against you to just, backing up and backing into the corner.
It's not her turn, she can't do that.
Yeah, but
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
she will be no, she's disengaging, or she will be disengaging.
Fine.
Esmeralda.
I'm going to run past Misery, see Rowena on the ground, and use my action to kneel down and give them a potion of healing. So I am out of spell slots that I feel like using on healing. And this is a potion of greater healing, so you owe me a bit. Not really. You saved my life, I saved yours.
Will be Rowena's turn.
Yeah, I don't have a bonus action.
Alright. But I'm guessing I need to spend some movement to get up.
Half movement to stand.
Alright. So yeah, I can still get over there. And I will attack him.
Can you get into flanking with Marcus? I can't actually
Yes,
see in the room.
they are
Yes,
currently
that is a
flanking with
flank.
Marcus.
Nice.
Alright. And I'm gonna do my stab stab boom combo. And booming blade should have hit. And actually looking at the spell description, it looks like it deals an extra d8 than the damage of the melee attack.
At this level, yes, it does.
So yeah, he brings down the mace, but as he does so, he just falls. Marcus, there's just this glowing mace that just comes down
It just
to the side of you.
dematerializes right before it hits me in the face.
Yeah, pretty much. You turn around and it's like whoosh, and then you're just hit by little embers as it goes away. And yeah, she disengages. She backs up into the wall and is hysterically crying silently, but she's clutching her arm that you cut off. She's cowering in fear. All the things.
Esmeralda's gonna go up to the abbot and stab the corpse several times, just making sure they're dead.
I'm gonna finish the job.
Rest of you see this, where she's just cowering and trying to make herself as small as possible.
Just like, I'm sorry, but you are the product of unforgivable crimes. May you find peace, and then
Let's
just finish the job.
are the rest of y'all okay with this?
Esmeralda, I think, understands that this kind of has to be done, but will look away, just like she did in the werewolf cave.
Yeah, I'm of a similar mindset.
Misery will snicker and just sort of mutter, "Not so perfect now, are you?"
Who's that directed at? Tatiana?
Yeah. Well, kind of at the dead abbot and Tatiana.
Describe it, Marcus.
Just make it quick and painless.
All right.
Aim for the head.
Aim for the head, tear out the gem later.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is only after you tear out the gem that the tears stop.
There are bottles over here. I think Esmeralda's gonna head over and see if any of them still have wine in them.
Do they even exist on this version of the map?
That's true.
'Cause I'm
Oh,
assuming
they're
this
there.
is based around the normal version of this game.
One of
Sort
them is a bottle of wine. Two of them are bottles of other stuff.
I don't want to know.
She'll collapse against the floor into a seated position under the window and just sort of open the wine bottle and swirl it around.
And then since everyone else didn't see this, after I pull the gem out, I turn it in. Well, I guess really only this is relevant to Misery, and I'm just like, missing gem from the winery.
Oh. Would you look at that? A thief and a murderer. Misery's going to go over to the window and see if the mob is still around. Because I'm just gonna guess that without the abbot, there's also nothing locking this place down
The
anymore.
locks are still there.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe the abbot has a key.
We can deal with it in the morning.
Maybe it's just
For
a
now-
lasting spell effect that will end in the morning.
For now, though, I'm going to assume none of you knew about any of this. Because it seems like it would have been very pertinent information to share.
Yes. If we had known about what was truly happening here, we never would have gotten the crown from him in the first place.
We were aware of the golem, but not how it was created.
She's gonna sort of glance over at Marcus and sort of raise the bottle of wine in their direction and sort of like offering a seat next to her to relax after what the fuck just happened, and says, "You really don't have a good track record for making friends, do you?"
Apparently not. I just sit down and accept the accept the drink.
So what now?
I think for the first time in a while, I'm gonna go actually fall asleep.
We should probably make sure that the girl who had her throat cut open doesn't die.
I stabilized her, but it would be good to check on her again, yes.
It would be.
If you do so, do you do so?
Esmeralda's staying right the fuck here.
Can do we have the means to, like, help her at all?
Live? Yes. To get her
Depends
voice back? Probably not.
How good of a medicine check can you roll?
But you can't just shove her vocal cords back in and spam cure wounds at it?
I don't think that's how it works.
I know.
Besides, I already kind of closed up the area the first time.
If there's anyone in Barovia who knew the regenerate spell, it's the corpse in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So Misery, you're gonna sleep?
Yes, she is actually going to sleep.
Your sleep is plagued by horrific nightmares. And you do not gain the benefit of the rest.
Do any of us get the benefit of a rest?
Oh, the rest of you do. You guys, you're plagued by the regular nightmares, you know. Like you
Mhm.
just saw some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Misery, not so much.
You can have your
Like,
fucking crown
The
back.
benefits of any rest?
You do not get the benefits of any rest tonight.
So I get a level of exhaustion?
No, because you are resting.
Okay. But I don't regain hit points, I don't regain hit dice, and I don't regain spells.
Correct.
Okay.
Or like any of the other things that recharge on a long rest.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I just used all my forms of dread.
Oof.
Oh, fuck. That means I don't get... Ah, fuck. My necrotic husk still has 2 days.
Forget if we established this before, Esmeralda will say, sort of engaging conversation with Marcus.
Of course,
How
this
lo-
is something Misery you'll learn in the morning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How long have you been at this?
That, what?
He sort of gestures around vaguely at the carnage in the room. Monster hunting? Here or elsewhere?
Here, insert however long we've been here. Like, I don't know, a couple months at this point, probably. At most. It's probably less than that, honestly. And then I don't remember. It's at least several years for Marcus's
Yeah.
overall monster hunting career. I think it's like somewhere like at least 5 years. I don't remember specifics.
5 years sounds about right.
Oh yeah, I'd say 5-ish years.
Esmeralda just sort
give
of
or
like
take. I've lost count,
smirks
honestly.
and smirks and laughs as she raises the bottle of wine to hers. Try 10.
Well, let's hope I live that long.
Let's hope any of us do.
You never know in a place like this.
Of course, I didn't do it alone. I had a mentor to help me. He saved my family when we were just kids. And as soon as I was able to grow up and fight for myself, I went to find him again.
I see. I had to figure all this shit out on my own. Mostly.
Well, you did have like the one book.
The one book, as in
Van
that?
Richten's journal.
Ah,
Well, I mean, I only got that recently.
That's true, yeah.
yeah.
But you had heard of him before, right?
Yes.
So you had like read his published material on hunting stuff.
Probably. But that's still different than a direct mentor.
Well, I'm not going to pry into your past if you don't feel like sharing, but if you do, I'm all ears.
I feel like Marcus would, but I don't feel like doing it.
Insert recap
Yeah,
here.
'cause insert
Yeah.
story I've told like 2-3 times in the campaign already.
Insert recap here. If you mention,
So that's what happened.
like reading Van Richten's work at all, Esmeralda would just sort of like laugh, mostly just out of surprise, and just point and say, "Yeah, that was him."
Too
Care to
bad what
clarify
happened
that
to him.
statement? Sorry, we spoke over each other.
What did Marcus or Brett say?
I just said it's a shame what happened to him.
Wait, what happened to him?
Strahd happened.
You don't mean to tell me the old bastard's kicked the bucket, has he?
He has, unfortunately.
Esmeralda looks visibly conflicted and says, "No. I don't believe it. The old fool wouldn't go out that easily."
Do I tell her?
It was me. I killed him. You were the one who did it, right, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if like he agreed to it or not.
He didn't really agree to it. It was more, I can't stop you from doing it in
And
this
I would have
state.
made the same choice.
Part of him accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
As I recall, he didn't agree with how we were going about the fight against Strahd.
He also didn't have better ideas or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. He was like, "You're not hard enough. You can't make the tough
Yeah.
choices."
You should see us now.
So do you mention that you killed him?
Yeah, I will try to be more tactful than that. I will tell Esmeralda that we like found him like off the side of the road, like after his last encounter with Strahd, and he had been turned or was in the process of turning, and he was drinking holy water, which was fucking painful to stave off the vampirism.
He was breaking his connection to Strahd with it,
Yes.
as I recall.
Yes.
He was a vampire,
Yeah.
but he was stopping himself from being controlled by Strahd.
Yes.
Esmeralda gets this like 1,000-yard stare as she gets this information and realizes, oh shit, he's actually dead. And there's a good moment of silence before she just takes a deep breath and says, "It's what I would have wanted. No, I don't suppose you're going to apologize for killing my mentor, are you?"
There was no other choice. And part of him understood that. And we swore that we would finally put an end to Strahd.
Oh, you better make good on that promise.
And for what it's worth, you have my condolences.
For what it's worth, I hope your wine tastes like piss. I need you to make a wisdom save.
This bad boy can hold so many Vistani curses.
Charisma save,
Flax
rather.
roof.
Wait. What's the spell? That's the spell. It is actually wisdom, my bad.
So wisdom?
Wisdom.
Good, I can do those.
My spell save DC is 15.
Wow,
God
okay.
God damn it. So what's happening here?
It is entirely petty. I know the normal concentration is up to a minute. I'm willing to, if the GM is, make that go as long as it's going to last.
I mean,
the
this
only
is
effect,
an actual Vistani curse.
The
and
only
I heard
effect-
you the first time.
What have you done?
You take a swig, Martis. You regret it.
So-
It is still alcohol. It will still get you drunk. However,
Okay,
it tastes
what-
like piss.
Have you made it so all wine tastes like piss or all alcohol tastes like piss? Not that
Your
it
wine.
matters. Oh, just that particular wine? Or all wine that is mine?
All wine that you drink.
You're a monster. There is spitting.
I'm gonna give both of you inspiration.
Thank you.
You're a monster. Well, I guess Marcus is finally getting sober.
I have been waiting to use that line since I got the okay to play Esmeralda.
On Marcus specifically? Just anyone.
Maybe.
And I think that is a good place to call it.
You just killed the one person who could end this.
Rowena has removed Curse.
I'm out of my spell slots for today.
Oh yeah. But tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
I can drink.
Did we check if like the abbot had Dick bound and to take back?
He did not.
I mean, it was probably on Tatiana.
It was not.
Somewhere, probably. But
Good luck finding
we'll
it now.
figure that out next time. Because I'm turning off the stream now.